Today we have the Shawn. I didn't know that. I thought after you defended something, you're done.
So I better be done in like
a week,
4 days. I hear horror stories about people being in traffic for like an hour to get to work. Yeah, I feel like whenever you take on the leadership role, like the president of a group, it's like you always have big shoes to fill. Actually, when you took the water bottle, all the thoughts left my mind.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Really, I had the completely wrong approach for writing this paper. I think it's worth doing though, because, well, the department gives you free lunch.
Okay, so we want to understand a little bit more about the Shawn himself. So how different do you feel like you are today from the Shawn 2 years ago? Hi guys, welcome to It's K to Be Karen, and today you have me, it's Karen. As you can see, I'm in a formal outfit because we have a special guest today. Today we have the Shawn. So I knew him 2 years ago in my first year, and I think he was, at that time, he was serving as the president for the Math Society. And ever since then, he's just grown and grown and grown. And today he's finished off, well, not today itself, but like today in the position that he is, he's done both his undergrad and his master's. So welcome, Shawn, to our cute little podcast.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm Shawn, ex-president of mathematics, in a sense. I mean, so I used to run the Math and Stats Student Society here. So, yeah, I guess I was kind of a big proponent in like student life for a bit there. I would do weekly events, try to do as much as possible with the time that I was in power, of course. So, but yeah, I guess I kind of left that behind in a sense 2 years ago when I started my master's. So that's when I did my undergrad, it was both computer science and math, but now it's just math. So yeah, I mean, the research part of it has been a lot of fun, I think. And yeah, I guess as far as like finishing my master's, it's you always have to put that in quotation marks. It's like, it's really, it feels like it never actually wraps up.
True.
That's sort of like when you defend, that's sort of false advertising, like it's not actually over then.
Oh, really?
You'll get all your congratulations right after you defend.
Yeah.
But actually, when you defend, you get your committee gives you a whole list of revisions that you'll have to make to your
I didn't know that. I thought after you defended something, you're done.
No, yeah, it's...
So how many more months does it take after you've defended your thesis or whatever you've defended?
Well, the deadline to apply to graduate is August 31st. So I better be done in like
a week.
4 days.
4 days. Oh, are you close to be done?
Yeah.
I'll say that you are. Anyways, a little bit apart from this, how was your day today?
Oh, I thought it was nice. I went for a run, I guess. So,
actually?
Yeah.
No.
It was really hot.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you were sporty. That's new to me.
Well, yeah, I've been going to the gym for a while. It's been a little while. I mean, since I've wrapping up my thesis, but yeah, I've been doing that. I'm actually not very like, if it's a hand-eye coordination, if it takes any skill or coordination at all, I'm not really sporty. Okay,
that's fair. Yeah. How content do you feel like you're with life right now? At what stage you're currently at? Like 1 to 10, how would you rate that?
I think I'm pretty happy with where I am. I think I'll always be pretty content with how things are going. I mean, I'll always do slightly different things. And it always makes me like excited to say, finish something or start something new.
True.
And I guess that kind of ties to, you know, finishing my master's. It's like, I really, really do want to be done because, and like actually in academia, it does kind of feel like you're never really done.
True. Yeah. We're going to shift gears a little bit. So like, have you done your high school here, like in the city?
So I did my, from the beginning, I guess it was all in Tisdale, Saskatchewan. So,
okay.
Well, I put that in the weirdest way possible. So I was born in Tisdale, Saskatchewan on a farm, small farm.
Farm boy.
Oh yeah, but I don't really know anything about farming. I'm really not much of a farmer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and yeah, it's mostly my siblings who really took over the whole farming aspect of it. And yeah, I mean, I feel like very happy with the place I was born and the how I grew up. I mean, it's a small town. It's just under 3,000 people.
So when you first moved to the city here, how were things different?
Oh, well, I was 18 at the time, so fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anyone who moves to Saskatoon from one of Saskatchewan's many small towns, they'll always comment on how scary it is to drive there. And, I mean, compared to literally any other city, like, I guess for context, Saskatoon has 300,000 people living in it. So traffic's really not that bad compared to Vancouver.
Busier cities, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Vancouver, Toronto, I mean, it's like I hear horror stories, never experienced, thankfully. Hear horror stories about people being in traffic for like an hour to get to work, an hour to get back home.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's such a great luxury.
True.
Actually,
I agree.
Being able to get to where I want to be within say 20 minutes.
Short span of time.
Yeah, it's like I could literally waste 40 minutes every day and be just equal.
That's fair. How did you first get into computer science and math though? Like, was it a passion from high school or did you kind of develop it over the time?
Yeah, I feel like I started in high school. So in Tisdale Middle and Secondary School, we had two computer science courses. I guess it would be computer science 20 and 30 for, I guess, our education system here.
Yeah.
And I thought they were surprisingly competent. I mean, the grade 11 version was, say, make a couple like GUI based apps with
in grade 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was. Yeah, I guess in a sense like Scratch, like you can kind of drag and drop the code you use. I forget what it was. It was like Visual Basic something.
Sure. I'm not going to know, but sure.
Yeah. I won't either. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then in grade 12, there was we used Java, and that was a much smaller course.
Okay.
It was the teacher who led that whole thing. I think he was very forward thinking for a small school there. Unfortunately, he's retired, and now he leads. He runs the theater in Tisdale.
So wow, that's like a huge jump, like going from comp sci to theater.
Yeah, he's always loved movies and pop
what
culture.
About maths though? How did that come about?
Math, that was sort of a later development.
I see. So you started with computer science, and then later on you were like, I want to do math as well.
Yeah, I guess in my first year of university, I was planning on going all in on computer science, mostly just because I had heard that's where the jobs are. And I mean, in 2018, that was certainly the truth.
Yes, that was, up until 2022.
Yes. So
things changed.
There. I guess there was an incredible style plot where everyone learned how to code, and now no one is special for it.
True.
I don't know. Maybe that's a really depressing way to put it.
Yeah, I agree. Knowing that we both are comp sci majors.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fair. But then when you started doing computer science, were there specific classes that you thoroughly enjoyed in your 4 years? And was there a class that, I won't put it this way, I won't say that a class you wouldn't enjoy, but maybe a class that you think could be further improved in a sense?
Well, it's tricky to comment, I guess, on further improving courses, but I'll buy time by answering your first parts.
Yeah.
So I think one of the most formative classes for me was definitely, I guess this kind of answers your previous question too, was the first year advanced calc courses. So in 2018, it was actually the university's first time running these courses.
Okay.
And so at the time, I never really thought of myself as a math person. Like I wasn't ever one of those like gifted kids, I just kept pushing, I suppose.
And this was 176 and 177?
176 and 177,
By Dr. Yatsik?
Yes.
Yes, he's a great prof.
Yeah, Yatsik. It really is all due to Yatsik.
Yeah.
Why I am in math in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Because I don't know if he still does this, but when I went, he had whoever got the highest grade in the course gets a free math textbook.
Oh, he does it. He does
still?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I ended up getting the math textbook. That was pretty cool.
That's so cool. Yeah, I remember when I was in my first year, I took 176 and I had no plans to take 177. But when I was finishing up 176, I was like, you know what? I want to do 177.
Yeah.
So I continued on. And I also feel like Yatsik is a great prof. I like the way he teaches, and he actually uses the whiteboard. To me, I absolutely love any prof that uses a whiteboard. To me, that makes me happy because it actually shows that the prof is thinking, the prof is trying to like, find out ways to actually help the students. So to me, I really enjoy that. But
yeah.
glad you feel the same.
No, I adore Yatsik's teaching style.
Yeah.
It's like actually very stressful when you're first starting, I think, as a first year.
True.
But once you figure out that like he really actually just wants to talk about things he thinks are cool.
Yes.
Or things, the students have talked about.
True.
Like,
but what about, so you spoke about the math side. What about the comp sci side?
The comp sci side, I mean, I really enjoyed the second first year computer science course. What's that called again?
214? 270?
214. No, wait.
260?
No, not second year, I guess.
Oh.
First year, but it's the winter term.
145?
145. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while since I thought about.
Wait, not a 300 level class? You don't have a favorite 300 level class?
Well, so I would say 145 definitely like kicked my butt enough to like make me take it seriously.
Okay.
So that was where like the assignments really, taught me a thing or two.
Yeah.
I never actually attended the
Lectures?
very first computer science course, but 145 I went to all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after you've done your undergrad, what made you go into your master's, and how did you think about going into grad school but not going into like some kind of industry work?
Yeah, I mean, in some sense, going into your master's kind of buys you time to like actually make sure you really do like what you're doing.
Yeah, true. Because you're spending 2 years for it, right?
Yeah, it takes 2 years. Some people do it in one, and it's certainly possible to do it in one. Yeah. But I did not take that that route. I mean, I also took a 5-year undergrad. So in some sense,
How was it 5 though? Because you took less classes, or you did the internship?
I did not do any internship.
Okay.
I did 4 classes for quite a few terms.
I see.
And I probably could have graduated in 4 years. It's just I didn't quite have, say, a social writing requirement.
Oh, I was going to say social life.
Or no. Well, in some sense, I had a social life. I did MS cubed, of course.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That was my social life.
True.
Right. I actually live in a house with like 4 of my roommates.
Oh, okay.
They're also from Tisdale.
Oh, how sweet. Are they like your high school friends?
Yeah, high school friends.
That's so cool. And then they all moved here for university?
Yeah, they actually.
Math?
No.
Oh, like different majors.
Most of them did engineering. So that's kind of interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got tough people in that apartment.
Oh, yeah. In a sense.
Yeah, okay. So when you started like becoming the president for MS Cube, I'd say who was your role model? If you don't want to name a person, you can just name like what position were they previously doing? And how hard were things for you when you were the president? Yeah,
I feel like whenever you take on the leadership role, like the president of a group, it's like you always have big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably seen it with the Computer Science Student Society. Yeah, Amanda. Those are very big shoes to fill. They physically small shoes, but like metaphorically ginormous shoes.
Yeah.
So. When I was getting into it, I guess this was during COVID, like before the university was really on campus anymore. So it was like really all online. The president at the time was Braden Walker, I guess. So, yeah. I guess, it's like anything before the pandemic, it's like before the current time. So... Yeah, no, it's like it was really impressive to watch like what he put together at the time. And I mean, even comparing to what previous, what MS Cubed had put together in previous years as well. I saw what the club was like in 2019, just before COVID shut everything down.
Yep.
It was actually on Pi Day that the university had to like close.
Oh.
And, and
turn it into online. Wow.
Yeah, well, like a very messy online, I guess.
Okay.
There was like 1 week of no school, so you had a
Okay.
second week reading week.
How did midterms happen during like COVID times? Did you even have midterms?
Yeah, so there were still midterms,
Okay.
and they were way worse.
Oh,
They were actually terrible. So,
scary.
because, well, the big issue for me was like when you write a midterm in person,
Yeah.
you get the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Is one part of it.
I agree. Yeah.
So you're writing faster.
Yeah.
You can see everybody else there. You're writing faster.
Motivation.
I think even the professor organizes it such that it's easy to complete within an hour and a half tops.
Yeah.
Whereas with COVID, you'd get like 6 or more hours to write your midterm.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, no, it was brutal. And sometimes you need like a half hour or longer to upload your assignment because, I mean, it was all very like
That's shocking.
poorly organized, I think.
Oh, okay. Because no one saw it coming almost.
Yeah. I mean, it's even poorly organized on like the level of, I take a picture of my assignment. Now, how do I get it onto my computer to upload it to Canvas or whatever?
Why couldn't you just send it on email?
You probably could. But then also I had terrible internet, so it would like take a while to upload to, I guess, my email. Then I'd have to download it on my computer. Then I'd have to upload it to Canvas.
True. Yeah.
It's just.
But the fact that they gave you 6 hours is crazy.
Yeah. No. And I would typically use almost all of the time. Your day.
But do they have to spend that amount of time? Like, can they just finish earlier and be like, I'm just done?
I think they can.
Oh, okay.
But I think also there's, this old phenomenon where if you give a task a certain amount of time, it will take all of that time.
Oh, okay.
And I think that they would just end up using all of that time, as I used all of my time to do all these. And I mean, also, if you write an exam in person, if there's a question you just don't get, you like give up pretty much. You kind of have to after a point.
Yeah.
So, but if you have, 5 more hours, then you might actually just spend 5 more hours.
Okay, I think I see your point now. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
because you might feel like, okay, I have like this set amount of time. I'm just going to use it. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
And were final exams also online, or were they in person?
Yeah, they were also online.
Okay.
So.
And that was your first year?
No, my first year was in 2018. So.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was your 4th year or 3rd?
My 3rd year was all online. Yeah.
Crazy.
I got almost through 2 years of in-person classes.
Did you enjoy the phase? As in like sitting at home and like you get to be with yourself, no social life, if that makes you happy?
I mean, yeah, in some sense, I mean, it was very loosey-goosey in Tisdale, at the start of it all, because it wasn't even in the province for a while. But then I mean, as like symptoms got worse or things just got worse, then I mean, it did just kind of feel like I'm at home all day.
So you went back to your home place?
Yeah, I just moved away from the city for a year.
I see. Did you ever live on campus?
I never lived on campus.
Or like in the residences?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you ever regret not living in the residences? Like, do you miss that feeling of like missing out on that part of student life?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's kind of controversial to have extra, residence exclusive student groups. I mean, you guys have your own game nights, of course, but
I don't go to them though.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't enjoy it.
But if we could just take all of those people and then bring them to like Math and Stats Student Society,
that's a tough job to do.
It's a very tough job. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, maybe they're like meditors in a way.
Fair. But going back to the challenges that you had as a president, when you were hosting those events or even promoting them, like, was it difficult? Because I assume it was right after COVID.
I think the hardest part for me was actually writing an email to announce to everyone that this is going on.
Oh, okay.
Like I would overthink the email for so long.
Really?
I think it definitely made the emails like better. It made me a better writer. Yeah. Without a doubt. But damn, it was hard. It was hard to like.
I also feel like anybody who became a president of any student group after COVID, they kind of like helped to uplift the team. Because also there was like a certain period of COVID time, and that's kind of like people kind of forget about all of these student groups, so I think whenever anyone's becoming a president just right after COVID, I feel like it's a huge responsibility to kind of fill as well.
Yeah, I feel like community groups as a whole, like even beyond the university level, I guess for a long time, really, it's been a long time coming for those community groups to kind of like phase out.
True, yeah.
Possibly
were there challenges when you were like studying at the same time and actually performing your roles as a president?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I felt like I could dedicate more time to, say, research instead of doing student group things. Like a lot of time went towards managing my student group.
Yeah.
I think that comes down to, or you see that in the thesis-based courses, because those projects will take as much time as you give them. They'll always get better if you just give it more time, right?
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
There might be diminishing returns after a certain point, but yeah, it really will give as much, or it will improve for as much time as you give it.
When you were doing your undergrad, were you doing like an honors?
Yes, I did do.
Oh, okay.
I'm under the impression that you can't really do a double major here without doing as an honors.
I see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too aware about that. But how was your honors project though? And then is your master's any way related to the honors project that you did in your undergrad?
They're actually all different.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you want to talk about both of them?
Yeah, so I actually did a project in math and a project in computer science.
Ooh,
yes,
fancy.
Yes, so the project in math, I mean, both of the undergrad theses, they came down to, or they were like finishing a summer research.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
Because you did a double major in both math and computer science, so were you like asked to do thesis for both majors?
I didn't have to.
But you chose to.
I chose to because I thought it would be better than, because it replaced a different 400 level computer science course that I could have taken. I actually didn't take that many computer science courses.
Okay, but then when you do an honors thesis, don't you have to like carry it for the whole year?
Yes.
So you did 1 year of math and 1 year of computer science thesis.
Yeah,
wow,
I did the two in separate years.
I see.
So,
dedication.
Yeah, the math thesis was my 4th year, and then the computer science thesis was my 5th.
So when you were doing your undergrad, did you have to do your honors thesis in order to get into master's?
No, actually I didn't. The master's program, they're pretty open to pretty much anybody doing it. But I think it's wise. I would say it's wise to do a thesis in
to kind
your
of like
undergrad.
Understand where you're interested in.
Yeah, especially because the stakes are much lower as an undergrad.
True.
Like for my math thesis, it was really just read a paper, flesh it out, do some of the exercises if they have any.
Okay.
And so what I did, I plotted some of the examples too, or I guess came up with some of my own examples actually.
And this was for your math thesis.
For my math thesis, yeah. And the examples were like very reduced, so you might have some infinite vector space, and I was like, let's just do dimension 3. How about that?
Yeah.
And so
I see. And then what about the computer side of thesis, right? Because you've done a double major, and I assume you've done one thesis for both?
Yeah. The idea with the computer science thesis was to really finish up a summer project that I had done before.
Okay.
Yeah. Like some of the professors here, they really want to push for you to finish a paper during your summer. I think that's extremely difficult. Oh my God, especially because this thesis was kind of software development, really. Okay. So I was pretty much making a whole software library on my own.
Oh, were you working in the software engineering? Wow.
I was working with Ray Spiteri. He has a numerical simulations lab.
Yes, that makes sense. And you had to write like a whole new library. But what was the library about?
Yeah. Like it wasn't new. I was mostly taking it over. But I actually, my fingers have touched every line of code in that entire code base. Like it is completely transformed since I got a hold of it, I suppose.
That's so cool. So you had to write a paper on the library that you basically made.
Yes, it was. And actually, I had the completely wrong approach for writing this paper. Okay. Because I was submitting to it's called ACM TOMS, and they specifically say no user manual type papers. right?
Oh.
And I wrote it as a user manual.
Right, yeah,
actually.
because you have a code base and you're writing a user manual. Makes sense. Yeah.
Why not, report on how many nice features I have?
Yeah,
right?
Makes sense.
But no, you actually, it's mostly like you have to show off with examples what kind of problems you can solve, what kind of information you can eke out.
So you had
from
to
the real
rewrite
world.
the whole paper?
Yeah, pretty much. I did that in the first summer of my master's. Just a
oh no, really?
Yeah, no, it was a lot of work.
Yeah, I can
my
tell.
God.
But then your library, like, what could it actually do? Like, analyze data sets, or was it something of a statistical side of things?
It's something, I guess, a bit simpler. So you can take any univariate function. Yeah. So, I mean, think of any curve, literally any any line.
Yeah.
And it'll approximate that line with a bunch of piecewise functions. And so by making it piecewise, approximating it locally over small intervals, you can make it really easy and cheap to evaluate. So whereas initially this function might require, say, doing an integral, solving a differential equation, or just doing some crazy summation, function composition upon function composition, too much work, way too much work. Yeah. It might be really easy to approximate it over small chunks with like a straight line or a parabola. So you can do a bunch of parabolas or cubic polynomials typically. It really doesn't matter how high the degree is.
Okay. Yeah.
And as long as those piecewise chunks get small enough, that approximation will converge to that line. Well, I guess there's other conditions, right? The original curve has to be at least continuous.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Just a little bit away from the research, was there a reason why you never considered to do the internship program? Is it because it never aligned with the research goals that you had?
Well, to be honest, I just thought it was like too long.
Oh, okay. Makes sense,
I didn't really want to take an extra year. Right?
So in those electives for the math classes, did you have a favorite one?
Oh, I had many favorites.
Which ones?
Oh,
you can list top 5. I'll give you that.
So there's at least one class that dictated, the research that I'm doing now, which would be the 4th year level differential equations course. I guess partial differential equations. There's quite a few different partial differential equation courses at the university, but like to actually take it to the level of like graduate studies, it takes quite a few classes. So yeah, I took that one with who would be my supervisor in my master's, and that's what convinced me like, oh yeah, actually I do enjoy doing this. It was extremely hard. Oh my God.
Shocking. So what's the research area that you're looking at for your master's program, and like what research was already done and what did you add on to it? Sorry, I don't know if it's a deep question.
Yeah, no. I guess I'll start from the beginning, as I mean, who knows who's watching, I suppose. So, I mean, I specialize in what are called differential equations. I guess I sort of took that for granted that people might know about that earlier. But so a differential equation, you take a description of how something changes and then what it is initially, you put those together, and then you get, say, what the thing is doing at all times. Right. It's a lot easier to describe how something changes than to jump directly to what it's doing at all times. So as an example, you could think of population dynamics. So something as simple as like the total number of people. The total number of people will grow proportional to the total number of people. So that's easy to say, but not obvious to solve, of course. And so I can just take right now the current total number of people and that description of how it changes, and I get how many people there are at all times. Of course, this is a very naive model because there are certain groups of people who can't have children. They might be too young or too old, or you need a certain number of men and women, or I guess biologically men and women. It's not just like cell biology. They can't just split. Mitosis isn't possible for humans, right? Whereas this model is maybe closer to mitosis.
Okay, yeah, true.
Right.
Yeah.
So of course, it'd be a toy model, but I can make it as complex as I want to. I can add in those features after the fact and see what changes. But here's the thing too, is that a simple toy model can tell you a lot about the real world. And it really might be, depending on the approximations you use, really accurate. So yeah, my field is in differential equations. And maybe more specifically nonlinear differential equations, which is really the same thing, but just harder to solve. They don't satisfy a certain analytical property. So if you think of two waves like approaching each other, if they were linear, then they would pass through each other as if they were ghosts, I like to say. So that's the principle of superposition that people like to talk about. But if they're nonlinear, then these waves will interact and might do something crazy as they pass through each other. So that's just an example of what you lose when you work with nonlinear equations.
And was that the research that you were focusing on as a master's student? Okay.
Yeah, that was my master's.
Interesting. So
in
cool.
A nutshell, I guess.
When you were as an undergrad, so you probably have heard of that Putnam exam?
Yes, the Putnam exam.
How was that for you when you took it for the first time?
So I took it, I think 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's right. I got a 0. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you're not actually allowed to take it if you have a degree in anything. Like you could have a master. No, you could have an undergrad degree in English, but you're still not allowed to take it.
Oh, you'll have to be a math undergrad?
You could be any undergrad. It's just you can't have a degree yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah. And how hard was it when you were preparing for it, and how was the experience when you took it the first time?
I feel like I didn't really prepare for it very, very much, right? So I think this is sort of like the Department of Math and Stats. They really like doing these Putnam prep sessions and putting it all together. And I think they're very fun experiences for reasons beyond the exam itself. Like the Putnam prep sessions that Dr. Stephen Ryan put together are very cute. They're very cozy. You can have a lot of fun and kind of problem solve together. I feel like there aren't really a lot of opportunities to really problem solve in a group like that, at least. And it's very hard to actually prepare for a Putnam exam because who knows what they're going to put on there.
True. Yeah, I agree. I remember when I was in high school, I don't remember the exact exam name, but I remember it was a very tough exam, and I feel likewise on the idea that you can't really prepare for the exam because it's so tough and you get a variety of questions and you're like, you never know what's going to be on the paper. So you could be preparing with the questions, but you won't end up seeing similar questions. It's more on the logic side of things.
Yeah. And I mean, largely my experience with Putnam is like, if you screw up the first question, then you're probably not going to get any points.
Yeah, true. Like, do you recommend like every math major to at least try doing the Putnam exam at any point? Or do you feel like a person can do it if they want to? They don't necessarily need it to add on to their experience in a student life.
Yeah, your education is complete without taking the Putnam exam. Yeah. I think it's worth doing though, because, well, the department gives you free lunch and free supper at Fuddruckers, and that's just so fun. You can talk with the people who are also working on these problems and see where their heads were at.
That's fair.
The community aspect of it was very fun.
True. When you were going into your master's, was there a reason why you decided to go with the math side of your master's? I do know that you spoke about your supervisor and that motivated you to do your master's, but did you ever at some point feel like you want to also do a master's in computer science, or do you kind of see it lining up ahead in your future at some point, or is that just a no-no?
I feel like I always knew I was a mathematician at heart. I mean, I didn't really know that in my first year, but I didn't know it was a job, of course. So the choice was really quite clear after my second year was wrapped up. There were some really good second year computer science courses too. Like I took 214 and 215, and those taught me a lot. But I mean, judging based on how many math classes I took as opposed to computer science classes, right?
Fair.
I just had a lot of fun with the math courses.
Okay. So we want to understand a little bit more about the Shawn himself. So how different do you feel like you are today from the Shawn 2 years ago?
Oh, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Because that's when you finished your undergrad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, you're comparing before master's and after master's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I was preparing for the difference like 5 years ago when I started my education. Maybe that's a different topic too. But 2 years ago, I don't think I've changed that much.
Okay.
I mean, I've definitely improved in a lot of minor ways.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, 1% better every day, and that compiles over time. So I've definitely been working on that. I mean, I have better hair. I'm shaved and all that.
I do. Okay, what about you right now and the Shawn in his first year?
In his first year, the Shawn in his first year could not write. is a big thing. But I think, he had bright eyes. Mm-hmm. He had a lot of ambition. Mm-hmm. And I think, throughout my entire education, I thought it was interesting, enticing to take courses that, say, challenged me. Mm-hmm. And what I am now is very much due to the person I was 5 years ago, too.
True. And the decisions you make along the way.
Yeah. He made good decisions.
Yes.
Definitely.
You're all self-made.
Yeah. So 5 years from now, too. Yeah. I mean, I want to look back on that and say, he made good decisions. Mm-hmm.
What do you want to kind of tell your future self, then? Is there one thing you want to tell your future self?
Yeah. Telling my future self, that's like, I want to know for my future self, but of course that causes hard. Some time problems.
Yeah.
What do I want to tell him? Well, I think it's nice to like give him some perspective, like tell him what I was working on at the moment. Mm-hmm. I actually do think like journaling is so nice for this type of thing. I really want to. That's something I aspire to do.
An off-topic question though, are you into books?
I am into books. That's actually something I've been aspiring to do more this year. Mm-hmm. Of course, the Switch 2 came out, so I've been gaming a lot more recently.
But you're into like video games and things like that?
Yeah. But when I put down Donkey Kong Bonanza, I want to get back to a good book.
Good. Perfect. Right. Yay. Because one of the sponsors for our podcast is Westgate Books. So this is for you. Just imagine you didn't see that on the table before, Yes. So this is from Westgate Books. It's a book coupon. And Westgate Books is located on Louise Avenue. They sell secondhand books at half the retail price. They do a whole bunch of different themes and genres. And it's really nice because they have a cute little cat on their store. So please go visit them and say hi to Nikki and Luke. They're the owners of the store. And they've been open from the 1972, and ever since then they've been changing owners. So yeah, it's cute. You get a bookmark in it too.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And at the back it says K to be Karen.
K to be Karen.
K to be Karen.
K to be K. Very nice.
Isn't that cute?
I will use these $10 wisely. Thank you very much.
Get the book that you want. So I just want to say thank you so much, Shawn, for making time to be here today. I think we were planning to be and doing this podcast for quite some time. So I'm happy we finally got around this. I think I want to congratulate you on your master's. I think I'm really happy for where you are in life and where life will take you ahead. I'm just going to say to the audience that if you have questions for Shawn, and if you want to kind of ask him anything, you can feel free to mention it in the comment section below. And Shawn and I will help to co-reply. But before we end today, Shawn, do you have any last words for the video?
Well, thank you very much for listening. I hope that in some sense I can see you again.
Yeah.
You and I guess the people, right?
Yeah. Sure. Okay, before we leave, we're just going to say bye.